All right, so let's make some sugar skull blanks. We'll need, of course, some sugar paste. I have this batch that I've already prepared. We'll also need some sugar skull mold. So I have this half cup mold that I really like. They're really easy to use, and the blanks that they produce are really fun to decorate because they just have enough detail to them and enough surface area to make decorating really fun. So just make sure you're starting off with some clean, dry molds here. I also have some pieces of cardboard. We're going to use these to unmold the sugar skulls onto and give them a platform to dry on. They'll need to dry for at least 24 hours before they're hard enough to decorate on. So let's go ahead and start filling our molds here. I'm going to just take a look at our sugar paste. We did a squeeze test on it like this to make sure that it's of the right consistency. See how it's holding together like this instead of just crumbling apart. We want to make sure that it holds together in the mold and that there's just enough moisture in there. So let's go ahead and take one of our molds here, and I'm going to focus on the fine corners first, like the chin, the teeth, the eye sockets, and make sure that we get the sugar paste into those details there. And just slowly pack in more and more of the sugar paste, pressing quite hard to make sure that we're filling all of the crevices and that there are no pockets of air in there. And so this is where this cardboard comes in really handy. Just run it down the back like that and create that really flat back. And then you're going to just place the cardboard on the back of the mold and flip it over and pull that mold off, and we have our first sugar skull. Right, we'll just set this aside and go ahead and start our next one. As you're making the castings, you'll notice that some sugar is getting stuck in the mold there. So just go ahead and kind of tap it out. Make sure the bigger pieces of sugar have fallen out, and then go ahead and do your next one. Again, filling in the fine corners of the eye sockets, nose, teeth, the chin there, layering in more and more of the sugar paste, pressing in quite hard, to make sure that you're getting all of those details filled in with the sugar paste. And we'll take another piece of cardboard, run it down the back, and then unmold it. There we go. We have our second sugar skull here. Go ahead and put that off to the side here. And I think, the sugar does start to get stickier and stickier in here. So you can probably get away with maybe doing 2 or 3 unmoldings before you should actually rinse this out. I usually just run some hot water on it and then towel dry to start off with a nice clean mold again. I think I can get one more out of this. So you might notice that when you're working with your sugar paste, the bottom gets a little bit moister than the top. The water starts seeping to the bottom. So we want to go ahead and make sure that you're mixing that sugar paste up as you're working. So here we go. Let me do one more. I'm going to pack that sugar paste in there. But in reality, once you start decorating the skulls, if perhaps a tooth or the chin or the nose didn't unmold perfectly, you won't really be able to tell. But I guess I have some OCD in me, so I like to start off with a pretty beautiful, pristine skull blank. So that's just my preference. So here we go. Let's do our third one here. And there we go. We have our third sugar skull blank. So I'm going to continue to make the rest of this, but I just wanted to show you, once the sugar skulls have hardened or been left out to dry for 24 hours, they turn out like this. And they're pretty much hard like rocks, you know, and provide a really stable, beautiful surface for you to decorate on.